just put people in positions to succeed. That's something that I can continue to get better at, and then my on-the-field play is just continuing to be patient out there. And I think you saw it the first drive out of the second half, but we had a lot of gap schemes, and I showed great patience, and they were great plays. O-line had them up, got to the second and third level, and was able to make a couple people miss, and we got some momentum rolling. So I'd say those are three facets. Just can go back and just continue to improve my game on.
Will, what do you think about the way the defense played today and how they kept you guys in it?
I absolutely love them to death. I was in the locker room hugging all of them, including Coach West and all the defensive coaches. I mean, they did a hell of a job, for us to turn the ball over and give it to Wake Forest on the 9-yard line, and for them to only get a field goal out of it. And really just the whole first half with how we were playing the fields. We were always backed up, given to them with really good field position. They played unbelievable, tremendous. That D-line, secondary. When you talk about the cornerbacks that had to come in and step up today with Jaden Lucas and Toriana Pride, I mean, it's freaking unbelievable, and they deserve all the glory for what they were able to do today.
Well, I think you had 86 rushing yards in the second half. Seemed like you were running with a lot of purpose after halftime. Why were you able to have such a great second half?
Yeah, huge shout out to the O-line. Like I said, they were really had it up in the second half. We made some adjustments, and the guys that were in there did a tremendous job. And I just showed greater patience. It's one thing that Coach Spiller brought to me at halftime is just on those gap schemes, continue to be patient. We knew that we were getting pressure from the backside, but don't let it hurry you up to where you're going to miss the hole. So, like I said, the big boys up front did a great job hatting it up, and I wanted to help this team seal the victory. So.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, that flip somersault you did on before you scored the touchdown was a little bit scary.
No, I wouldn't say so for me. I mean, that's just a normal play. I honestly didn't even realize it looked very bad until I got back in the locker room and saw it. But all the running backs when I was going over there were like, "Why didn't you just run in there?" I was like, "I didn't think I could." I thought I had to lay it all on the line. But like I said, I got to go back, look at the film, see how I can better protect myself, because that's something that I do take pride in, especially as a running back, and being able to have a long career. So definitely not scary for me, but got to go back and make some adjustments for sure.
I have a question on the same play. After you went down on the 1-yard line, it was pretty clear you were calling to the sideline. You wanted your number called again. How good did it feel for the coaches to dial your number up in the time of need?
Oh yeah, unbelievable. I think that's just me wearing my emotions on my sleeve. I think the public just gets to see it just because of how I am, and I wanted to get in. I thought I was going to get in on the play where I ended up on the 1-yard line, but I was just letting them know hey, I'm good. I'm freaking ready to go. Let me finish this drive and get in the end zone. So for Coach Riley to be able to call that inside zone, and for me to get in there, those big boys up front, leaving a wide open hole. It's a great feeling, no doubt.
Will, when you have a defense that's just so dominant, how much confidence does that give you guys in the rest of the offense?
Yeah, it's great, and it's something we take pride in the offense. At halftime we had felt like we weren't playing complimentary ball. They were overcompensating for us, and you never want to feel that on one side of the ball. And that's how the offense felt. So we wanted to go out there. We knew we were receiving the ball and just make a little different, take some of the pressure off of them. But it's a great feeling. We always want to try to flip the field. We always want to end it with a kick. If we can't score or get it in the uprights, we don't want to end it with a punt. It's a great feeling of confidence knowing how good our defense is.
Yeah, I asked Phil about this last time. I'm going to ask you now. Just talk to me about your relationship with him and just how special of a guy he is.
Phil?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I could sit up here and really go on for 20 minutes about our relationship. But I came in with him. We were roommates at Lightsey our freshman year, moved off and have been roommates, the past 2 years at two different places. But I've spent the most time with him, my time here, and one thing that I will say is that, you know, he pushes me to be a better individual every day. You know, whether it's on the field, whether it's spiritually, whether it's in my relationships. You know, I know what I'm getting out of Phil Maffa, and you know, he'll be my best friend for the rest of my life. There's no doubt about it.
You've got 2 more for Will.
It was an
Second half
uncharacteristic.
mindset coming out of the locker room, it looked like the idea was just get you the ball, get physical, and try and get the running game going.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, coming out, we definitely wanted to increase the volume of the running game. You know, we knew that the opportunities were going to be there, you know, those big boys up front were going to hat them up, and Phil and I just had to do our jobs. That's what it came down to. We were successful, you know, first drive coming out of the second half, and we stuck with it, and it ended up working. So
It was an uncharacteristic game for Tyler, especially in the kicking game. How do you coach a young guy like him up?
Yeah, you know, I'm not worried about it. I don't think anyone is in the locker room just because of how he carries himself too. You know, he knows that he's got to grow. He's had an incredible season up to this point, done some great things. You know, everybody has mistakes. I can think back to my freshman year, you know, specifically the pick game where it's like you just got to find a way to rebound. You know, you're going to make bad plays. It's inevitable for any player, especially a freshman in there. But I've got no worries at all that he's going to bounce back and you know, continue to have the season that he was having.
All right, thank you, Will.
Thanks, Will.